hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? I hope that worked. Think that worked. Maybe it works. We'll see. Bella Verita, I believe we have a GHIC, a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous person committed to mastery that has made all of this possible here today. And Mr. Quintus McDonald, am I correct, Bella Verita?
That is correct. Sean, you want to move your screen, tilt it up just a little bit. But yes, this is the quintessential MMR and Unblinded Heart of Influence with the one and only Quintus McDonald.
Amazing. We got a lot of work to do, Bella Verita. So as we explore the superpower of integrous influence with hopefully growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery like Quintus, who's here?
First up from Cape Coral, Florida, dedicated 15 years to creating a professional platform for flag football, culminating in the establishment of GFFL, recognized for visionary leadership in sports management, driving the evolution of flag football as a major sport, committed to promoting athleticism, inclusivity, and community engagement through sports development. Let's welcome to the show, Jay Lawrence.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
Jay, warm welcome to the Quintus McDonald Medical Revenue Recovery Heart of Influence, Jay. And please, Jay, this is what we're going to do. Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour, Jay, and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. We kick this game off with a fun fact to learn about each other. It's a headline, not a story. Bella's got the Chuck Barris Gong Show. Gong! If we go over the headline version and break into a story, so it's a headline, but it could be any of the following headlines. Like an adventurous one, or one that you're proud of, or one that's silly and fun, or one that's like super exciting and adventurous. Any headline fun fact, Jay, that would make us say, Jay, no way. So please, Jay, what is your headline fun fact?
Basically everything I've built, I did off my cell phone from my bedroom in a wheelchair.
Dude, that is a no way headline fun fact, Jay. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the deep listening and mastery. Like to learn more about that as we go. Bella Verita, we got a GHIC right there. Jay is in the house. Super impressive fun fact. Where are we going?
Jay is in the house and he is impressive for sure. And next we're going to Stuart, Florida. Over 20 years excelling as a top healthcare sales rep across Mid-America, consistently exceeding target and building lasting client relationships, leads development of physician-focused services and workforce solutions that elevate medical documentation and compliance, provides strategic consulting to optimize operations and deliver measurable business growth and efficiency. Let's welcome to the show, Pete Curran.
Pete, warm welcome to the Quintus McDonald Heart of Influence, Pete, and please, your headline fun fact.
I was in one of the best football movies ever, Rudy.
No, who'd you play in Rudy?
I played a enthusiastic fan in the crowd.
Let's go. In the crowd at South Bend, all hail Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish are in the building. Leprechauns are flying. Bella Rita, let's go.
Let's go. Next up, we've got Raleigh, North Carolina, founder and president of a consulting group where she leads commercialization strategies and messaging for specialty and rare disease therapeutics. Collaborates closely with biopharma executives to build tailored go-to-market frameworks to enhance and build value and improve patient engagement. Delivers compliant, data-driven strategies that drive measurable growth to accelerate product adoption and lifecycle success. Let's welcome to the show, Trish Dixon.
Thank you. Trish, warm welcome to the Quintus McDonald Heart of Influence, and please, Trish, your headline. Fun fact.
Yes. At the age of 61, I just bought my first horse.
Yes. And Trish,
A
what's your
huge
horse?
thoroughbred out of Secretariat.
The name is Secretariat?
No, he is a descendant of
No way.
Oh,
And what is Secretariat's great grandchild's name?
Dakota.
Let's go. Dakota. Come on, Bella Rita. Dakota's in the house. All hail Secretariat. Fun fact, all Secretariat on certain lists was named the greatest athlete of the 20th century on certain lists. As a Triple Crown winner, Bella Rita, let's go.
that is super fun. Maybe we'll see him in an upcoming race. Next up, look forward to looking for Dixon. Next up from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, transformed a personal journey to heal his daughter's eczema into a purpose-driven skincare company rooted in ancestral Liberian traditions. Woo! Leads a fast-growing family-owned business offering clean, preservative-free products designed to nourish diverse skin types naturally. Balanced roles as a CEO, father, and culture advocate, creating impact through business innovation, authenticity, and human connection. Let's welcome to the show, Philip Bay.
Philip, please, your headline fun fact. Warm welcome to Quintus McDonald Heart of Influence.
It's my pleasure. My fun fact is I still have my kindergarten valedictorian speech that survived with me from the Liberian Civil War all the way to the United States.
Wow. Wow. That is. Whew. Thank you for that, Philip. Super impressive, and truly would love to hear that one day. I cannot even imagine the things that you've seen, experienced, survived, and overcome. Warm welcome, Philip, to the Heart of Influence. Thank you. Bella Rita.
Absolutely extraordinary. Welcome, Philip. And next up from Taunton, Massachusetts, transformed chaotic billing into precision perfect accuracy armed with RHIT, CCS, and CCSP credentials. I don't know what any of those mean, but it must be impressive because they're in your bio. Holds a master's in health admin, audits hundreds of claims monthly, spotting hidden revenue, passionate about mentoring teammates, boosting performance, and keeping compliance airtight. Let's welcome to the show, Marcia Foster Bennett.
Marcia, warm welcome to the
Thank you.
Influence. And please, Marcia, your headline fun fact.
Okay, so I just developed the love for basketball. I don't understand the game 100%, but I do know that I love basketball, and I am a Celtics fan. So now that the Celtics is not in the game anymore, I am following the Pacers, but I still love the Celtics.
Boo! I'm a Knicks fan, and the Pacers knocked us out after we knocked out your Celtics, but I hope you win anyway because you seem like a very nice person.
Thank
so,
you.
Marcia, warm welcome. I still feel the ghost and the haunting of Reggie Miller, an Indiana Pacer from long ago, but Marcia, warm welcome to the Quintus.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I guess I hope your Pacers win. Bella Rita, let's
Go Pacers!
We're rooting for them. Yay!
Yay! We'll vote for the Pacers. Next up, from Milton, Massachusetts, a trusted real estate and probate attorney. She has practiced civil law in Massachusetts for over 35 years with a focus on landlord-tenant cooperation, estate planning, and probate matters. A community-focused family corporate lawyer, she provides tailored legal support in family law, nonprofit, and business structuring and housing-related issues, combining legal skills with empathy, respected advisor, driven mentor that she has served and court-appointed receiver as known for her charity and care, a devoted Seventh-day Adventist, and she has been married for over 38 years with grandchildren and a life rooted in faith and service. Let's welcome to the show, Vesper Gibbs Barnes.
I love the applause. Thank you. Fun
Well,
fact
welcome.
about me is that
Yes.
I am born in December, close to Christmas. That makes me a Christmas season baby, and I love everything about Christmas.
Oh, Vesper, there's a beautiful thing. Bella may know a thing or two about that as well, with her birthday being December 23rd. So warm welcome to you, Vesper. And let's rock and roll, Bella Rita. Vesper is in the house, and she's a Christmas baby. Come on.
Vesper's in the house. She is a Christmas baby. And hanging with this next dude kind of feels like Christmas. Hailing from Raleigh, North Carolina, undefeated Nittany Lion, turning movement maker, creating jobs, healing systems, and rewiring destinies. Author and entrepreneur, co-founder of a wellness company, changing lives with 600,000 plus women annually, curated over 30 episodes of connecting icons and innovators on the heart of influence. Let's welcome to the show, Quintus McDonald.
Captain Quintus McDonald, talk about again a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous man who is committed to mastery. That is what this captain of leadership brings to the party. Captain Quintus McDonald, it's an honor and privilege always to share the space with you, sir. Thank you for bringing these incredible people together. That's not easy. And Captain Quintus, please, what's on your heart and your fun fact, Quintus?
Well, thank you. Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much, Bella. This has been quite the experience over the years, we can say now, and looking forward to continuing this and optimizing and growing as we go. You know, I listen to the fun facts of these amazing people that we get to co-create with. And I've talked with all of them, obviously, but I still get blown away. Like, I knew Trish had a horse, but I didn't know he was in the lineage of Secretariat. I knew Bella had to go to baseball games, but I didn't know that it was the Rockies against my Mets all weekend. You know, I know about Philip and his transition through the Civil War, but I didn't know about his kindergarten valedictorian speech. I mean, I'm blown away here today. Pete, you're talking about Rudy. So my fun fact is going to be the coldest football game I ever played in. It was marked at 17 below zero versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in Beaver Stadium the year Tim Brown won the Heisman Trophy, and we sent them home with an L.
What? Was that 1987, Quintus, or no?
Yes, indeed.
Was it November of 1987?
Yes, indeed.
Wow, I can't believe you knew that.
That day, we played in the state semifinals, and it was the coldest day I could ever possibly remember. I cannot believe that we're talking about that. That is unbelievable.
Same day.
Yeah, that is incredible. So, Captain Quintus, it was so cold, folks, that when we played, and I'm sure Quintus could tell you a lot more. If you fell on the ground, you got cut. I mean, it was like that unbelievably hard, the ground. It was crazy town. I'm sure Beaver Stadium was a little bit better manicured than where we played on that day in high school, but it was unbelievable. Quintus, shall we do the things?
Let's do the things, man.
Let's go. The woman doing the introducing, and yes, she is the queen and heart of influence. And here she goes. She started her career in influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. 8 years old. 19, put 3 words together. Don't go together. Teenager network marketing, 7 figures. Yeah, $1 million network marketing business as a teenager. Come on now. 24, 25, 26, talking about hoops. This woman has hoops going on, but not exactly, because she repeats like Michael Jordan, except not in basketball, but instead in business brokerage. Nevada's #1 business broker, male-dominated industry. She did it 3 straight times, three-peating. First woman ever to do it, and youngest person, take that, dudes, ever to do it at all, let alone 3 straight times at 24, 25, and 26 years old. She then began to train Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. She's a skier, surfer, and scuba diver in the most extreme of conditions. And in fact, she's a 2-time, about to be 3-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let us welcome to the Heart of Influence its queen that put the heart in it, the one, the only, Bella Verita. That's a
Yes.
job. Please.
A queen I am, as I might have been yelling that at Sean right before the show. So I don't think I'm not catching your innuendos there.
What?
The
What are
very
you
funny
talking
man,
about?
Sean Callagy. That may have happened right before the show. And
11, 12, 13, or 14 times. Yes, Bella, back to you.
Yes, good to just laughing. My fun fact, since we mentioned Rudy Giuliani, is I have actually met Rudy Giuliani. He used to live, I don't know if he still does, in Las Vegas, and used to attend some of the events. And I, bid on a signed jersey of his and won. And so I got to sit down and have a 30-minute conversation with Rudy Rudiger. I said Rudy Giuliani, but I meant Rudy Rudiger.
Oh, that's it. Rudy from Notre Dame. Amazing.
Yes.
And by the way, Bella, read it for everybody. The game that Rudy finally got to play in, they were playing against Georgia Tech, and Rudy came in and got a sack, just to show up with my Rudy Rudiger knowledge. Bella Verita, let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. And let me introduce the man that I made sure knew I was a queen today. The man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Key at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in just 2 years for charity. Let's welcome to the stage the one, the only, the man, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Bella Verita, doing your best Arsenio Hall impersonation. Thank you for that with the woots. Thank you, thank you. And since, you know what, I often go with the fact that I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people to ski, to surf, and to scuba dive. But for today, since we invoked the Rudy name and said Rudy Giuliani, I'm going to go with this fun fact. It was about 10 years ago, and we had a case, and Rudy Giuliani was involved, and we were subpoenaing him, and I was going to be deposing Rudy Giuliani, and they were fighting the subpoena like crazy, and it's a longer, more complicated story. And while this is all going on, I'm in a restaurant in New York City, and who walks in but Rudy Giuliani? I'm like, Quintus, we're going to throw down in the middle of a New York City. So that is my Rudy Giuliani fun fact, to go with the Rudy fun facts of today. Bella Verita, it's never boring. Where are we going?
It is never boring. We're going to kick this show off and have some fun. Sean, so what are we doing here?
We are going from hello to yes. I had some fun introductions, and everything we've been up to has been all about the ability to cause yes, which we believe is the only attainable superpower, but not just any yes. Not pitching, hooking, closing. Not that. Yuck. Who wants to be pitched, hooked, or closed? Not me. I'm sure not you. But what does it look like when yes should happen in integrity between sophisticated people? Like when people are yelling, I'm a queen, queen, blah, blah, blah. And like yes should actually happen, but you're dealing with all that swarming static of energy. How do we actually settle it all down and have a yes come through? That's what we're doing here. So welcome to the more than 8,000 people that have been on this show previously. Warm welcome to you. And Bella will be anybody you want her to be. So she could be, for example, an ideal client of yours, or she could be a charitable fundraising partner because she got some cash burning in her pockets, or perhaps somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett, or even Rudy Rudiger, if you want to have him like come show up at a party you're having or something. So it doesn't have to be a final yes. It doesn't have to be a sale. It could be any yes that you're seeking, even just a yes for a longer conversation. Bella Vreda, who's going first?
Let's kick this off. Since he accomplishes so much from his wheelchair, let's hear from the inspirational Jay Lawrence first.
Excellent. Jay, who would you like Bella to be? Ideal client, charitable fundraising partner, whatever that you're going from hello to yes with.
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, who is the head of the NFL overall. Is that correct, Jay?
Yeah, commissioner of the NFL. Yes.
Commissioner of the NFL, Bella Vreda, take us in.
That is a new role I would like. Since I am a queen, I would like to rule the NFL from here forward. I like this plan. Yeah. I said Roger. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Roger
Hello.
Goodell.
This is Roger.
Hi, Roger. This is Jay Lawrence with the Global Flag Football League. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Mr. Goodell. Would love to talk with you a little bit. I know you expressed some interest in a professional flag football league, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I and some of your former employees are putting together.
Okay. Interesting. I'd love to know what my former employees are up to. What do you got?
All right. Well, I've over the last 15 years been contacting lots of guys who have played in the NFL, and we are putting together a professional flag football league for both men and women. We're putting the teams in NFL cities, and we're giving ownership. We're giving ownership to the former players, but also we're letting them share it with the fans that love them so much. We're basically going to create a league of teams that are all owned by fans that are financially incentivized to help ensure our success. And what we really like, is just some support from the NFL. You guys are looking to get involved with some professional flag leagues. I think this would be a great way for you guys to give back to your former players that have given so much to the league and to the fans that have, made the league what it is.
You have a strong arm proposal there, Jay. I do find it very, very fascinating. I think I'm going to need to know like the ins and outs and the intricates of it, but I would definitely like to have a longer conversation. I'm assuming you have some sort of proposal or PowerPoint or something that you could share on what all this looks like. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I've got a proposal. I've got a pitch deck. I've got a business plan. I got everything you need, sir.
All right. Well, let's send it over to the team and we'll get a meeting on the calendar.
Mr. Goodell, Quintus McDonald is waiting to speak with you, Mr. Goodell. Thank you very much.
Oh, I got to go. Quintus is ringing. He's my bud.
Yeah. So, Jay.
Ring, ring.
Excellent job, Jay. Bella Vreda, please. Who is following up Jay?
Following up Jay, we have Pete.
Pete, please. Who would you like Bella Vreda to be?
I think she can be herself for this, actually.
She's really good at that.
Podcasting host, I think, would be a great
queen that she is. Bella Vreda, Queen Bella, please take us in.
I'm Queen podcast host now. Is that what I heard, Pete?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Pete Kren with Lashaholic Lashes. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Lashaholic Lashes. And you're a dude. I am completely fascinated.
Well, you know what? I get that quite often. But my wife has trained me well, and I wanted to reach out because obviously being in front of people so often, especially on podcasts and talking to people, I'm sure that a lot of the things you want people to focus in is looking at your eyes. Is that correct?
Correct. That is why I wear very cool glasses.
And they are. They're very nice. I was curious if you have any kind of false eyelashes or extensions, or if you've ever worn anything like that.
I tried them once and definitely enjoyed the look, but to be honest, I was like, I wear glasses, so it makes them hard to see anyway. And two, the time that it takes to get them done, and you can't do anything else because your eyes are taped shut. And as Sean knows, it not being able to use my eyes and see anything visually is catastrophic for me. So I never went back after I took them off and never went back.
Gotcha. And I'm sure that, it's a lot like even you sound like you're a very active person in and out of the water and doing other things that obviously spend all the time, money, and everything, they fall off. And that's why I think a lot of people like you have found a lot of benefit from false eyelashes, just because the strips, you can put them on and off as you want. Maybe it's a day you're not doing anything, or maybe you're going in the water and you don't want to have lashes that day. And a lot of the people that we've helped, the biggest issue too is just getting to properly shape to your eye. Every eye shape is different. And if you wear glasses, you don't need some long, elephant-like eyelash, something like that. So I was curious if working with a professional makeup artist, and if they were able to kind of just help maybe position you in the right lashes that would really accentuate your eye and things like that, if you'd be open and willing to consider them again, because I think with the right tips and tricks, probably won't be much of a hassle like a lot of people look at, or
So
intimidating.
are these saying these are ones that I put on myself, or these are
They're so easy, I can do it.
fascinating? Because I've tried these like ones that are supposed to magnet on, and they didn't work. They never stayed. So
No. And the problem, I'm sure that when people, they didn't tell you too, when you put the glue on, you got to let it sit there for like a couple minutes, let it get tacky. And then once it's nice and tacky, then you put them on. Otherwise they're sliding all over the place and you're trying to get ready and it just doesn't work out. So again, I think with the proper tips and tricks and things like that, you might be hooked on wearing lashes again.
got it. And Pete, did I understand that your wife let you put lashes on you? Did I understand that correctly?
She used me as a model, and unfortunately there's photographic evidence that she's using against me moving forward. So yes.
I see some plans in my future. Quintus, I think Sean would look really good with lashes, don't you think?
I'm not going with that. Absolutely not. No lashes.
Thank you, Quintus.
No
For
lashes.
our next
Coach.
immersion, I think seeing
Indeed
Sean's
not.
eyes from afar is really hard. And I think if Sean had some lashes when he was on stage, it would help, his probably help his vision a little bit and help the audience see his eyes a little more. So I'm gonna have to work on this. But thank you, Pete, because I got something to work on now.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Sean.
Pete, oh my Lord. Okay, so Pete and Jay did a fantastic job, Bella Rita. And I have a quick thought. Can I jump in on this today and step on a couple of your lines? Is that okay?
Now you want to steal my lines?
Yes,
I
because you're the
understand.
queen. I'm going to serve you. So here's what we're doing. We're going to the feedbackers, as Bella would normally announce. We're going to do 15 seconds what worked, 15 seconds what could be optimized, hard stop at 30 seconds, and then one word of how you felt about the interaction. So 15 seconds work, 15 seconds what could be done, and one word we felt about the interaction, because Bella, we're going to save a little time in the back end for Bella bringing some AI to you. So she gets more lines there, took a couple lines here. Sound like a fair trade, Bella?
I think that sounds like a fair trade, Sean Callaghan.
Awesome. Over to you, Bella. Who's giving the feedback first? 15 seconds of work, 15 seconds to optimize, one word of how you felt about the interaction, either by Pete or Jay. Bella, please.
Let's kick it off with Philip. Philip, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jay, please?
My feedback for Jay was amazing. I love how he added the personal connection. I love how he connected with you immediately, and he had all of his documents and things ready and prepared to send over to you as Mr. Goodell. And I love everything that he brought to the table.
And what would one word be about how you felt about the interaction?
I felt included. That's the word I was included.
Included. Amazing. Thank you for that. Pete, Bella Rita, come on!
Let's go. Trish. Trish, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Pete, please?
For Pete, okay. I think he did a very good job of establishing the need right away, because he went into your eyes and how you want to look good and it's a focal point. So he kind of connected right there and you're like, yeah, I wear glasses, blah, 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 blah. So that was really, really fantastic. And then he was very engaging as a guy selling lashes. It's, so that was all fantastic. Those were all my positives. The thing that I would improve upon is he could have just maybe a little bit more overcome your obstacle a little bit more before he started to go into the features and benefits of the lashes a little bit.
Cool. And Trish, how about one word of how you felt about Pete?
Engaging.
Engaging.
Yeah.
Included. Engaging. Bella, we're rolling.
Yeah.
Engaging. Love it. Let's go. Marcia, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jay, please? Jay went first. Or you could do
Jay
Pete
again. Can I see Jay again? I thought it was Pete.
You could go for Pete.
Okay, all right. So I find Pete to be very caring. He focused on your need, maybe where he saw there could be some more enlightenment to your high lash that would help you more enhance. So I find that to be very caring on his part. Ways of helping you to look better.
Cool. And so, Marcia, how did you feel about Pete's interaction?
I felt confidence with him providing that information to help someone to maybe look better, feel better. So I felt confidence.
Nice. Thank you for that, Marcia. Confidence, Bella Rita, please.
Confidence. And let's go Vesper. Vesper, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jay?
I thought Jay was very organized. He came with, he said that he had everything ready. He had the deck, he had the all the different things that you would need in order to get someone's attention and get their attention and give them the information that they would need to make a decision. I was intrigued by the fact that he said that he did all of this from a wheelchair on a cell phone from his bedroom, which shows a lot of tenacity on his part to be able to have a vision and put it forward from a position where most people would feel limited and make excuses. He used the opportunity to make an opportunity to promote something that's important to him.
Nice.
So my one
word
for him is awesome.
Awesome. Love it, Vesper. Awesome, Bella, please.
And let's go last but not least, Quintus McDonald. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Pete, please?
So Pete had great certainty. I love the fun energy, and then engaged with questions, which was excellent. And optimization, I would take tricks completely out of my conversation about an eyelash or anything. No tricks. Tricks are for kids. No tricks. With regard to Jay, love your passion, Jay. I would love you. You opened up stating that you knew that Roger had some interest. I would have followed up that statement with questions. What are your interests? Get Roger talking some, and then present your heroic identity from that point of perspective.
And your one word, Quintus, each for Pete and Jay.
Okay, one word for Pete. I like engaging, very, very engaging. And for Jay, inspirational. Brother, you are an absolute inspiration.
Engaging and inspirational. Thank you, Quintus. And those are two great words that would describe you as well. And no, I'm not buttering Quintus up, Bella, but over to you.
I think you are buttering Quintus up. You might want to hide for this one, Sean Callagy. As Quintus knows, this is the time in the show that I get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about so he can challenge his influence skills. I have 3 scenarios for you to choose from, Quintus. Ultimately, you get to decide which scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about my scenarios, or as you've done in the past, you can scratch all my scenarios and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Absolutely.
All right.
And Bella, I never change it. I use your scenarios. We just kind of put them in the blender.
Yeah, you can definitely put these in the blender too. Okay, so option number 1 is I thought Jade had an excellent idea, did a great role play, but I think before getting to Roger, you got to get a secretary to say yes to getting on the calendar. So option number 1 is Sean would role play Jay going from hello to yes with Roger's secretary to convince her to get a meeting with him on the calendar. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is Rudy Whittaker has expressed his disdain for sports betting, does not love sports betting, is not about sports betting, not about things with luck. You should put heart and grit into things. He's more of a motivational speaker. So option number 2 would be to convince Rudy Whittaker to endorse and be a spokesperson for DraftKings, which is a sports betting platform. So that would be option number 2. And then, Quincy Miss McDonald, I had the brilliant idea. I was very inspired by Pete and putting on lashes. And then it made me think of Pete Alonso, since I just watched him in 3 games. And I thought, I wonder if Pete Alonso would put on lashes. And then I wonder if he could cause the entire Mets team to wear eyelashes as well for a charity game for charity. So those are my 3 options for you. It's Pete Alonso and the Mets wearing lashes for a game for charity. It is Roger's secretary, or it is DraftKings, or any blender there you come up with from there. So back to you.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's have Miss Trish Dixon be Roger Goodell's what's the person that's higher than the administrative assistant? They're the person that does all of the stuff. Okay.
That's the secretary?
Personal assistant.
Executive assistant.
Executive assistant.
Okay. So Trish is going to be Roger Goodell's executive assistant, and Sean is going to be Pete Corinne, speaking to her about getting an opportunity for his lash company to sponsor the female flag football league that Goodell has said yes to Jay for.
All right.
Okay. You got that, Sean?
I got that, Bill.
All right. Take us in.
Got that. It is no joke what Quintus McDonald is bringing forward here today. Okay. So Trish, are you ready?
So wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
You're Trish,
Roger
you're the
Goodell's
executive
assistant.
Yeah,
Okay.
for Roger Goodell.
And so he's already agreed to bring this thing in, though.
He's already agreed to bring in the female flag football league. Yes.
Yeah.
Not the eyelashes.
Not the eyelashes.
Not the eyelashes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Hello, is Miss Trish available?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Trish. Hey, this is Pete. I am calling. You don't know who I am. It's not a sales call. I'm just wondering if you have 30 seconds before you can hang up on me. I do think I have something that Mr. Goodell may be super interested in.
30 seconds, you got it.
Yes. So I know that there's been something massively successful that just happened. There's been an acceptance of a flag football league with a dear colleague and friend of mine named Jay. What I'm here to do is to create revenues and sponsorship for this program. And I've got some really high-powered folks that are involved in it. Have I earned an additional 30 seconds, please, Miss Trish?
High revenue, sure. Go ahead.
Yes.
Support it,
So I am clear that the NFL is about 3 things. It's about impact in the world. It's about creating integrous revenue. And it's about doing really good things for people. So what this flag football league is all about is something beautiful. But the question becomes, how do we create revenues from it? So I have a myriad of colleagues that are super fired up to sponsor and fund our ability to sponsor this league in conjunction with the NFL. So all I'm looking to do, Ms. Trish, Very simple. And these are folks with resources and revenues. Footnote, I'm willing to put $100,000 in escrow into the NFL attorney's bank account to make sure that you are clear, Mr. Godell is clear that we're dealing with real people. One of these people is Sean Callaghy. He is a colleague and a friend of actually Lee Steinberg, who I know Mr. Godell knows extremely well, has done a lot of great things for the NFL. So, Miss Trish, very simply, what more would I have to answer to get a 3 minutes? All I'm looking for is a 3-minute conversation with Mr. Godell. And again, I'm willing to put up $100,000 into the escrow account of the attorney for the NFL to make sure you're clear this isn't some kind of weird thing or scam. So, Ms.
Yeah.
Trish, what more could I answer, please?
Well, I'm not ready to pass you on just yet. I need to know more about what types of revenue streams are you referring to? Give me some examples.
Sure. What we're willing to do is to talk to Mr. Godell about what would make sense to sponsor this touch football league. It doesn't touch the NFL directly, just this touch football league. So whatever the NFL would believe would be a fair price. In fact, we're coming in at this early stage because we're not sure that there would be a meaningful amount of fans that would yet be paying attention to this flag football league. But just to have some of our gear on some of the cheerleaders for this event. And if there's any female players that were interested in wearing the lashes, that wouldn't be required, that we would be willing to sponsor at $50,000 per game to have those rights initially. And I'm happy to have additional conversations. There's about 5 other different things I believe we could do. We can run podcasts around it, interview the players. We have some folks for that. We can also begin to create some marketing strategies that we will be happy to contribute for free so the NFL can receive even more goodwill from what they're doing right here. So we have an entire slide deck around it. But basically, yeah, we're willing to put up $50,000 per game for this flag football league to get our foot in the door to truly build a deeper relationship with the flag football league as well as the NFL overall. And we have several other strategies that are present as well.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay. Anything else that I can answer, Ms. Trish, or shall I? Were we able to put that on the calendar?
I can put that in the calendar.
Ms. Trish, thank you. This will not be something that will waste Mr. Godell's time, and I also look forward to building a relationship with you. You serve the interests of Mr. Godell and the NFL well, and I mean that with all my heart. Thanks, Ms. Trish. Have a blessed day.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I would go ... and get it scheduled. So, out of role, Miss Trish, thank you for jumping in as the executive assistant to Roger Godell. How did I do as Pete, Trish, having a conversation with Miss Trish, the executive assistant of Roger Godell?
I thought that, well, it was like, I like the way you, first of all, it was like 30 seconds. And the first thing out of your mouth was this is not a sales pitch. So that really took my defenses down. Asking for 30 seconds took my defenses down. So I thought, okay, this guy isn't going to talk to me for 15 minutes. So I really liked your opening and your approach. And you didn't really give me enough information, I don't think, up front to make that decision. I don't know if you kind of did that intentionally to see if I had some interest and would ask more questions.
Yeah.
But then when I asked an additional question, you were the offering was almost like, who can say no to that? Like, what was there to lose with the sponsorship and then the marketing opportunities? It just seemed like a no-brainer, something worth talking. And then you understanding sort of the hallmark qualities of the NFL and how you're aligning your offering with those 3 things. It was just very nice.
No, thank you. And yes, for sure, I didn't want to give too much information, and I want to do what we would call an integrous check-in, like, hey, how is this resonating? So I was like, pause, like, how's this resonating? And then we can go in the direction you want to go before I talk too much. And before whomever the yes seeker is talking too much about something not that interesting to the other person and frustrating them. And so, Trish, what would be like one word of how you felt about how I did?
I would say it was, you were very focused, very serious and focused.
Awesome. Well,
getting to it.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Trish. And how was your time, Trish, on the serious focus and a little bit of fun, Quintus McDonald, Heart of Influence?
My time here it's been very good. It's been very good. I love meeting all these people that I'm extremely impressed with in terms of what they bring to the table. And I think that they can do amazing and wonderful things. And watching you, take that and put that together was very, very interesting. I really like that.
Thank you, Trish. Appreciate you very much. Pete, wonderful job in that participant seat. Never an easy place to be. I don't thank you, Pete, for sharing the fact that Bella Rita, sharing things that make Bella Rita want to put eyelashes on me, but that's a story for a different day. Great job for you. And Pete, how did I do as you? And how was your time today on Quintus McDonald's Heart of Influence?
It was great. And I think, the one thing that jumped out about, you being me, I think the initial thing that I thought was you created excitement right out of the gate and then tied it right back into revenue, which understanding, the person, high level person, what are they interested in? So it just got the conversation going well. I thought you tied the organizational goals in tremendously, which is probably something we overlook quite a bit and try and jump in more about our benefit we're offering versus what's the true goal and benefits of the organization and how we can accentuate that. So that's definitely a good thing to think of in the back. But then I also liked at the end how you didn't dismiss Trish, I want to continue to build a relationship with you as well, knowing the importance that she has in the whole process where, again, I think as salespeople, sometimes we use those, the people just below maybe our target, and we just utilize them to get calls, but not realizing how much true influence they have. Because if, again, Trish comes around and goes, yeah, this jerk Pete just called, he wants a meeting, like, good luck. Like, that position has so much influence on the decision maker, and we don't do enough job building the relationship there. So that was a great reminder and refresher for me. So I really appreciate running through that really quick.
Thank you. I appreciate that a ton. Pete, for sure, did a wonderful job in that participant seat, and appreciate you. Let's go to Vesper. How was your time today on the Heart of Influence, please?
It was my first Heart of Influence, and I'm just intrigued by the always interested in hearing you talk, Sean, as you use your the influence mastery to get people to respond. It's you do it in such a seamless manner to get to the real heart of what people are looking for, and to get them to respond in a way that's good for them, and to get to the yes that you're looking for. I love the formula. I like all the different people that are on here. I was especially intrigued by Pete because he's the man selling eyelashes. I don't know, no one seemed to pick up on that. That actually tickled me to death, that he felt comfortable talking to a woman about eyelashes. I mean, the makeup artists are men every day, and you kind of expect that when you're at the makeup counter, and it's a guy there, but not when you're having like a one-on-one conversation like we're having now. But it's a great program. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it today.
No, thank you for that, Vesper, for sure. And Bella Verita, before we go further on how people's experiences were.
Sean, I'm having some major technical challenges and I'm not able to deliver what you need right now.
All right, all good. So would you like to see how some of our other colleagues enjoyed their experience?
I don't even know who you went, so if you could just take it from here, that'd be great. Thanks.
No problem. So Jay, super inspirational. That's a word that came up for you. We are massively grateful for your presence here today. So Jay, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
I thought it was great. I really appreciate being able to be in one of the people that get to kind of tell my story and have you critique it a little bit and give me some ideas about when I do make that call, because I am seriously thinking about making that call right now. And I like the way that you, number one, you made her, like you reassured her that this isn't going to take forever. It's going to be, 30 seconds, give me 40 seconds of your time or whatever. And then also the way that you the way, like, you assured her that the information coming was going to be information that was going to be interesting to her. You let her know, you know, I'm not looking to sell you something. It's you know, I've got something good for you. And, you know, putting that out there before you really hit them with what you're looking for, I think is a good idea.
Awesome. Well, Jay,
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for that for sure. And more on that to come. Marcia, thanks for being that feedbacker seat, for the feedback you shared here today, eloquently and masterfully. And please, Marcia, how was your time today on the Quintus McDonald Heart of Influence?
Okay, sir. Excellent presentation. I was impressed and challenged at the same time. My first time, I did not expect it all of what I saw and heard, but excellent. I do appreciate it. I can remember at the beginning of our welcoming statement, and Quentin asked one word to describe ourselves, and I selected empowerment, and that's what I received from this presentation.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Marcia.
I can see myself excelling, learning more, and feeling more comfortable as I mingle with more people who has been seasoned with doing this business. So
thank you.
Kudos.
And I
Excellent
have it now, Sean.
presentation.
Okay, received with gratitude.
Thank you.
So let's pause there. And well, in Fun Energy, Bella, our dear colleague, we have one person left, and maybe we can then share feedback, who survived the Liberian Civil War. Valedictorian, would you like to see how his experience was today in the Heart of Influence, Bella?
Yes, I would. That would be Philip. So Philip, thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was beyond inspirational. I enjoyed the sales side of things, watching, and then Sean stepping in and watching him, how he overcame the various objections and the Integris check-in. I think that's what he called it. I love that because, similar to Pete, I'm in an industry that's dominated by women. I'm in skincare, so I'm often having those types of conversations regarding skincare. So it was amazing to watch how he sort of handled things. I saw a lot of little nuggets that I can pick up for myself within my store, and I can share with my wife and my team as we continue to go about talking about clean beauty for women, men, and everyone who comes into our store. But thank you all for that.
Philip, thank you. Appreciate you, and really wonderful job. Couple gifts for everybody. One, our group influence book. It is the textbook on how to do the things, because we are certain that group influence is what exponentially grows everything. Our public speaking, leadership management. A lot of people talk about it, but few people master it, and even fewer people can masterfully bring it alive in others. No book like it. That's our gift to you. First. Second, that used to be the big gift. The big gift now is the actualized intelligence we've created. Everybody's talking about artificial intelligence. Actualized intelligence is the unblinded formula. Our mastery of it plus AI equals actualized intelligence. Bella, what do you got from our Leia, our actualized intelligence agent, who's giving a little feedback today?
We have some fun feedback for our two participants from Leia. And first up for Jay, you led with grounded warmth and authentic resonance. The moment you said, Mr. Goodell, would love to talk to you, felt like a door opening with sincerity, not pressure. You mentioned former NFL players, co-owning teams with fans, sparked a truly heroic vision, a clear, heroic, unique identity moment delivered with heart to sharpen the impact. Imagine if you named a pain point like a player post-career challenges to spotlight the stakes and when offering NFL partnership, a bold, specific, and even what if could elevate the magic further. Score 107 out of 130. And then next up, we have Pete. Pete, you stepped in with playful precision, slashaholic lashes. You're a dude. Opened a runway of rapport gliding down with grace. Your self-awareness, humor, and personalization around Bella's lifestyle brought instant credibility, and the line, "My wife trained me well," offered irresistible blend of humility and heroic unique identity, a touch of polish, some sentence swirled in whirlpools like glitter tossed without a glue stick. What if you trimmed the tinsel and spotlighted a single irresistible offer that would shape the moment into runaway ready? Yes. Unblinded score 112 out of 130. Congratulations.
Beautiful job. Bella Verita. Woof. Quintus McDonald and Bella, did we get me or did not get me as well?
I could not get you.
All good. Quintus McDonald, sir, thanks for putting these folks together. Leia has joined the team, our actualized intelligence agent, giving feedback as the penultimate or the ultimate feedbacker. Quintus McDonald, please, your final, sir.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, one and all, to each of you, from Philip to Pete to Jay to Miss Vesper, Miss Marcia, Miss Trish. Thank you all for co-creating this amazing event. I really hope that you found value, not only in what we do here at Unblinded, but in the individuals, these superhumans that you co-created with today, and reach out to one another, because I see all types of ways to come together to excel and accelerate your vision, your mission, and your purpose with people here and with us here at Unblinded. So look for your BAS session. Really be prepared for that. That's an acceleration session that we offer you all for taking the time to co-create with us. And man, this has been wonderful. Number 46 is in the books. Coach.
Let's go. Pushing towards 50.
That's right.
Here we go. Quintus McDonald. And I will make no other jokes, Bella, because I am in a big enough doghouse right now. So Bella Verita, we have had a magical day. And please, your final, Queen Bella. Oh, Queen, my Queen, Bella, please.
My final is, first of all, thank you all for being here today. Without you, there is no show. And so definitely thank you all for being here. Definitely connect with each other and with Quintus, because he's got some ideas on how you can work together, how you can do more together, as well as that business acceleration session. It only makes sense. Don't let this just be an hour that you spent and nothing comes of it. There's so much we can do together and with AI. So thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah. And if you have that acceleration session, you'll get your score from today and a mind-blowing go forward plan for your mission during the acceleration session. Our actualized intelligence in a neutral, objective Integra survey we ran was ranked 2,000 times more powerful than ChatGPT. 2,000 times. Yes, and we are very thankful for that and proud of it as well. So if you want to get some magic, we're here. If not, definitely connect with each other, and hopefully nobody will ever love your dreams more than you do. And then end every show by saying this: I, Sean Callagy, may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of our faces, with those possibilities for acceleration sitting right there, unfortunately, we all need some unblinding, because Bella, at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Great job.
Bye.